Segway Ninebot is one of, if not the most recognizable and trusted scooter brand on the planet, and they have a long history of making high quality, reliable scooters at an extremely affordable price. When electric scooters were first getting popular, the Segway ES series, which included the ES2, quickly became one of the most recognizable scooters on the planet, with widespread use in shared e-scooter fleets around the world. This was thanks to their low price and Segway's ability to produce at scale, and thousands more just bought their own. The E22 was the successor to the ES2, improving on the older model in just about every meaningful category, while also being a touch less expensive. Now that brings us to today and the release of the Segway Ninebot E2. This is the newest generation of Segway's ultra-affordable, low-maintenance scooter category. At about $349 for the base E2 and $399 for the upgraded E2 Plus, this is one of the least expensive scooters we have ever tested. The price is obviously a huge selling point, but does it offer more than just an appealing price? Let's find out. As mentioned, the Segway E2 currently comes in two versions, the base model and Plus model, which boosts the top speed and offers a couple extra features. For this review, we tested the regular E2 base model, but I'll cover the differences of the Plus version where applicable. The E2 leaves a strong first impression with sleek, smooth styling. It is definitely one of the best looking budget scooters on the market, and stands out in a sea of generic looking Xiaomi M365 clones. You get an even larger sense that this is a fresh, modern scooter when you see the large center color display. This display is 85% larger than the E22 and clearer than any screens you see on scooters around this price. Everything is easily visible at a glance, keeping you focused on riding. The cockpit curves towards the front of the scooter, avoiding a cramped feeling while keeping good overall geometry. The dimensions are a good balance between making it comfortable to ride for an adult rider and making it small enough for younger riders, while still being plenty portable for any type of rider. The handlebars are wide enough to give you good enough control of the scooter without affecting the size and portability of the scooter. Chunky, textured handlebar grips bookend the simple, clean cockpit. The thumb throttle is intuitive and easy to use, and the bell gives you a pleasant way to draw pedestrians' attention to your beautiful new scooter. The riding platform is plenty large for even my huge clompers and offers a bit of flexibility with foot position. The rubber deck coating runs all the way up to the top of the platform, making for a sleek, coherent look and a grippy surface. It's quite light at 33 pounds, but doesn't compromise on build quality with a strong metal latch and automotive-grade steel frame. It feels solid, stable, and durable. The 8.1-inch tires are hollow on the inside, offering a bit of extra shock absorption compared to normal solid tires, while keeping the scooter portable and low maintenance. No worrying about flats ruining your ride. The smaller wheels and non-pneumatic tires do mean that the ride can be a bit rough in poor conditions, but this is not uncommon at this price. Also, at the speeds the scooter goes, potholes and the like are much more manageable. Before I jump into performance, I do want to point out that the maximum rider weight of this scooter is listed at 200 pounds. At around 215 pounds, I exceed this limit, and while the frame of the E2 is plenty strong to handle weights above the listed limit, my higher weight would have an abnormally large effect on the performance data of this scooter. So for all the speed, acceleration, and hill climbing tests, we used a lighter 165-pound rider. The E2 offers a 250-watt front hub motor and a tested top speed of 12.5 miles an hour. So while it's no speed demon, it'll get you around at a reasonable pace, about 4 times the speed of walking actually. Younger riders should find it plenty fast, and parents can feel confident that their teen isn't traveling at a dangerously high speed. College students should find that the speed is good for zipping around campus, and adults using this scooter for a commute should get decent speed out of the E2 on flat ground. The E2 Plus has an advertised top speed of 15.5 miles an hour, and based on our results with the base E2, we feel confident that the Plus will reach the advertised top speed. Something to keep in mind with this scooter, and most small motor budget scooters, is the poor hill climbing ability. The E2 was barely able to complete our usual hill climb test. From a standstill, it climbed up a 200-foot 10% incline in over 30 seconds at an average speed of about 4.5 miles an hour. If you need something capable on hills, then you might need to jump up a price bracket and look at scooters with a bit more power or with a second motor. The E2 is set up with a rear drum brake plus electronic braking in the front. From its top speed of 12.5 miles an hour, it stops in 17 feet. This is a touch on the long side compared to other scooters at this price, which tend to stop in about that same distance, but from a higher speed of 15 miles an hour. Segway says that the tested range on flat ground is 15 miles, and in our hilly range test, ridden at top speed, the 21.6 volt, 220 watt battery gave us 10.3 miles of range, which is really solid for the price and weight of the scooter. Numbers aside, this is a comfortable, nimble little scooter that is fun to ride. The handlebars don't feel too low, and I feel like I have plenty of space for both my feet on the riding platform and my hands and arms in the cockpit. As I mentioned earlier, the 33-pound weight makes the scooter really reasonable to carry around, and even younger riders should be able to pick this up and carry it for a bit if needed. It's a compact scooter that shouldn't have any issues fitting in the trunk of a car. In fact, you could probably fit a couple in a normal sedan trunk. And for the price, why not just buy a whole fleet for the family? You could probably fit everyone plus all the scooters into your average sedan. It folds up and down quickly and locks down, making it easy to carry around by the stem. The stem lock has a double safety catch, meaning that even if for some reason the tab on the side of the latch gets slid up and the latch begins to open, it'll catch again before the scooter can completely fold down on you. The latch adjusts easily by tightening and loosening this post, making the removal of any sort of stem wiggle or play really easy. Other features to note are the high mounted headlight. It's nice to see the headlight not mounted low like we often see. The high mounting means better visibility of the road in front of you and makes the scooter more visible to cars while you ride. The large rear brake light lights up when the headlight is on and flashes when braking, whether or not the headlight is on. The E2 Plus also includes RGB ambient lighting under the deck for more visibility and a little bit of swag. It has front and rear fenders that are nice and large and cover any sort of water spray from reaching the rider. It is IPX4 rated for water resistance, so it should handle puddles and light rain without issues, though I would avoid riding this in heavy rain or anything that would soak the scooter. So who is this scooter for? Well, I've already mentioned potential users and use cases throughout this review, but let's put it together in one complete section. First, younger riders around middle school to high school age that maybe walk or ride their bike to school and want a quick, easy way to get there and back. I get relatives asking me all the time about good scooters for their kids to get to school and to go hang out with their friends, and the E2 fits those needs perfectly without breaking the bank. College students are another group that the E2 is perfect for. I used to ride an electric scooter to college, and it was the best thing for getting around campus. A scooter, small and light like the E2, can be brought around with you and into class if you don't want to lock it up outside. The E2 is also perfect for last mile commuters that maybe have a short ride to work or need to hop on a bus or train and can use their scooter to finish out their commute. Let's cover a couple alternatives to consider if you're shopping for a scooter in this price range. A quick point first though, be careful at this price point because there are many brands with poor, unsafe products and non-existent customer service. Here are some alternatives from reputable brands. First, the GoTrax G3 Plus is a sub $400 scooter from another well-known brand. The G3 Plus takes a different approach than the Segway E2 with 10-inch pneumatic tires rather than the 8-inch hollow tires of the E2. The larger pneumatic tires offer better ride comfort than the hollow tires, but you lose the peace of mind of never having to worry about flats. The G3 Plus also has a higher top speed of 18 miles an hour, but weighs a few pounds more than the E2, making it a bit less portable. The G3 Plus also is $100 more expensive than the E2, making it a bit less budget friendly. GoTrax also has the GXL V2, priced around where we expect the E2 to be priced, with similar top speed but less real-world range. It's also a bit lighter than the E2. Similar to the G3 Plus, I prefer the hollow tires of the E2 over the air-filled tires of the GXL. Overall, the E2 is a much more sleek and modern-feeling scooter. The Hiboy S2 is more expensive than the E2, but offers a small bump in top speed and wheel size. The S2 has solid tires, but they don't feel as good as the hollow tires of the E2. Hiboy is also not as established of a brand as the others, but will at least get you a better experience than most on Amazon. So here are the pros and cons of the Segway E2. First, high quality, good looking, and modernized design. Solid range for the price, and the peace of mind of buying from one of the world's largest and most well-known brands. And the cons are, the base model is on the slow side, but it's easy to recommend upgrading to the E2 Plus for the extra speed boost. Poor hill climbing, but that's to be expected at the price. The E2 is a sleek, modernized, lightweight electric scooter at a great price and is a serious contender in the entry-level category. Anyone needing a reliable commuter for getting to school or work and is on a tight budget, or wants to give a high-quality scooter a try without a huge monetary commitment, should consider the Segway Ninebot E2. Check it out at the link in the description where you'll find any discount codes we have for you. I'm Mitchell with Rider Guide, and I'll see you in the next one.